Damien called me a few months later and said, "Hey, I've got these guys, kind of positioned to execute this infrastructure in a cloud platform with RKON."
That's right. Yep.
And someone needs to help them migrate to these new systems that you helped us select.
Yeah.
Can you come down here and help them do that? And I said, well, I've got some things I got to tie up in Minneapolis, but I think I can free myself up, come down a couple of days starting in November. This was 2017. And that evolved. I created a runway methodology, if you will, which were pieces and parts of previous methodologies that I had built and used at other places in my career to migrate their acquired companies onto this new operating platform, this new F&A platform. And the mid-market is a wonderful place to execute M&A on the due diligence side, and it's exciting, and on the post-deal integration side. However, you need to understand, and I know you do, but the systems often are not terribly mature.
That's right.
Especially at the price points, a lot of the PE companies are looking to onboard computing platforms. And so, because of that lack of maturity, so when we started to partner with, as an example, Service Titan, they were a relatively new organization.
That's right.
Their platform was, had a lot of potential, right? They were creating integration frameworks with an F&A system that Sage bought called Intact. Not all the bugs were worked out. So we had some rough dirt road trips in early 2018 with them. Yes. And ultimately, as we, you talked about the 4 phases.
Yeah.
Stabilize, optimize, transform, and disrupt. And that's always kind of been my plan. When I was first onboarded as the CIO, I described the technology evolution at Rents Group in that way with our CEO, Ken Haynes, and others in the C-suite, and it seemed to resonate with them on what I was talking about. Fast forward 6 months after I joined as CIO, here comes Megan McNally, the Chief Marketing Officer, and I'm like, that's wonderful. We probably need someone to, lead marketing.
Yeah.
But we just...
Yeah, marketing's a good thing. We need some of that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good tier 2 competency for the organization. Just kidding.
Yes, the sarcasm's coming through because we know how incredible she is.
She and I clicked. We started to talk about this idea of digital transformation, right? And I explained to her the premise behind the onboarding of the acquired companies onto the new computing platforms. Right. Stabilize first, optimize later, right?
Yes.
We got to get through the stabilization period. And the optimization period will come as we stabilize these acquired companies who haven't had very sophisticated or mature systems.
Right.
A lot of them were...
It's the hallmark of the mid-market,
Indeed.
Right? They've bootstrapped their way to a certain level, and their systems are usually undermanned, underserved, and they're doing it off of gut. And yeah. If
we encountered an acquired company that was actually running QuickBooks, that was, we smiled. Because they weren't running their F&A on Microsoft Excel.
Right.
Right. And no discredit to any of them. They've been wonderful acquisition partners. But at the end of the day, a lot of them were mom and pop organizations that, like I said, did not have mature, sophisticated platforms.
Well, and I think a lot of people overlook what the value prop is of. From private equity to the business owners. I'm a business owner, and the value prop they bring to the table is creating some scalable system that allows me to monetize what I've learned and know.
Yep.
What these business owners do is irreplaceable. But if you can help them monetize and create scalability in that, you supercharge their efforts. So there's if they already had that figured out, there'd be no reason for them to do the merger.